everybody! Okay, so we're still learning about matter. Turn your book to page 81 and let's have a read. So matter, as we learnt before, we have three states. What are they? Solid, liquid, and what's the last one? Gas. Good job. Okay, so matter has three states. We have solids, liquids, and gases. Okay, and remember, they're all different and they can all change. So we can turn a solid into a liquid by adding what? Heat or something cool like freezing. A solid into a liquid. Heat. Good job. Let's read page 81. When the properties of matter change, they are called physical changes, okay? So we can change the state of matter from a solid to a liquid, or a liquid to a gas, or a gas to a liquid, or a liquid to a solid. Okay? Changes of state. Again, you can change the state of water from a liquid to a solid by freezing it and making ice. What happens when you heat up water? Does it change state? Who can tell me, what do you think happens when we heat up water? Okay, so water is what? Is water a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Water is a liquid. Good job. Okay. And if we want to heat it up, what state does it become when we add heat to a liquid? Heat to a liquid, it becomes a gas. Good job. So the answer to what happens when you heat up water is it turns from a liquid to a gas. Does it change state? Yes, it does, because the three states of matter are a solid, a liquid, and a gas, and we are changing its state from a liquid to a gas. Have a look at change of shape, okay? So you can bend, twist, press, and stretch plasticine. The plasticine stays in the new shape when you stop applying force, okay? So I have here a piece of plasticine, okay? So a piece of plasticine. Now it says I can bend, I can twist, I can press, I can stretch, okay? I've done all this now. The plasticine stays in the new shape when you stop applying force. So applying force are my fingers to the plasticine, okay? If I am twisting it, see how when I twist it, when I stop touching the plasticine, it stays in the same shape. Look at that, it stays in the same shape. Okay, so there are some solids that when you press them and you move them and you play with them, when you stop playing with them, they stay in the same shape, like when you make Play-Doh. Okay? What happens to a rubber band when you stretch it? Who knows what happens to a rubber band when you stretch it? And what happens when you let it go? Let's have a look. What do you think? If we have a rubber band here, this is a rubber band, and I stretch it, what happens to its shape? Does it stay the same shape? Or is it now a different shape? This rubber band is a circle, and then I stretch it and it becomes long. Okay, so does it stay the same shape from circle to stretch? No. Its shape changes. Okay? What happens when I let go? Now remember, when I let go of the plasticine, when I stretch it, okay, and I let go, it stays the same shape. But what happens when I stretch the rubber band and I let go? Do you think it will stay the same shape? Or do you think it will go back to its original shape? Let's have a look. So I have a rubber band and I stretch it, and now I'm going to let go. What happened? It changed shape and it went back to its normal shape. Okay? So when you let go of rubber, it goes back to its original shape. Okay, very good everybody. Now, let's have a look at question 1. Look around your house, okay, and I want you to give me 2 examples of solids. Can you have a look around your house right now and give me 2 examples of solids? Okay, good job. So what were your 2 examples of solids? I can have a look around my house and give you 2 examples of a solid. I have a mobile phone. That is a solid, okay, because it does not lose its shape or its volume, which means it's a solid. And what else? My laptop that I'm recording this on, it is a solid as well, because it does not change its shape, okay? It does not change its shape or its volume. So 2 things that are solid. Okay, number 2, look at the words below and decide if they refer to liquids, solids, or gases. What do you think? A river. A river. So a river has water running through it. Is it a liquid, a solid, or a gas? What do you think? A river is a liquid. What about an iceberg? In the middle of the ocean, a big iceberg. Liquid, solid, or gas? Good job. An iceberg is a solid because remember, when we have water, which is a liquid, and we add cold to it or we freeze it, it becomes ice. And ice is a solid. What about the snow? Is it a solid, a liquid, or a gas? That one's a hard one. Snow. Okay, so snow is also a solid, okay? Because when we add heat to snow and it melts, it becomes water. And water is a liquid. Good job. Okay, what about a vapor? Vapor is like steam. What is steam? Steam is a gas. Good job. Okay. And the last one, rain. Solid, liquid, or gas? Rain. Rain is a liquid, good job, because it is water. Okay, now have a look at question number 3, and I want you to do that in your book. We did it in our last lesson. So copy the table in your notebook and put a tick or a cross. Okay, so solids. Do they change their shape? No, they do not change their shape. Good job. Do they have a definite volume? Yes. Okay, so remember the volume is the amount of space that it fills. So yes, it does not change how much space it fills. What about a liquid? Does it have one shape? Or does the shape change when you put it in a different container? The shape changes when you put it in a different container. Good job. So we put a cross. What about its volume? Does the amount of space that it takes up change or not? No, it does not. Okay, if you had a glass of juice and you poured it onto your table, it would still have the same volume, but the shape would change because it would be spread out. Okay, a gas, does it have a definite shape? Or does it move around to fill the whole space? Good job, gas moves around to fill the whole space, so we would put a cross. What about volume? Does it have a volume? Does gas have a volume? Do we remember? Remember, we can always go back, okay? Let's have a read about gases. They do not have a definite shape because they move around a lot. They can change the shape. They change to the shape of the container they are in. So if you put them in a little container, it will fill the whole container up. If you put it in a big one, it will still fill the whole container up because gas likes to move around. Okay? They do not have a definite volume either because they take up as much space as they want when they move around. Okay? So in this one, we would put no. Okay, everybody, so that is physical changes of matter. Have a lovely day. I will see you later.